Hello everyone, Majori here from the Punk Priestess, and today we're going to unbox soul cards. So these tarot decks are available in 3 different colors. It's available in black, it's available in pink, and it's also available in white on the website. So I will at the end have links for everyone in the bio so you can purchase the decks as well as check out the social media. So these decks were created by tarot reader Kristine Fredheim, and the illustrations were designed by Corina Nika and Eva Ekelund. So I fell in love with these decks immediately. I actually saw them right in the beginning of 2019 before they were even available for purchase to the public. And I emailed Kristine. I was like, when can I buy these decks? Because she started posting a couple of pictures on her Instagram. And she's like, you can pre-order them. So I pre-ordered them right in the beginning of 2019. And I don't think I received them until April or May. Like that's when the first batch came out. But it was like, the wait was the wait was definitely worth everything. And I'm in love with these decks. This is probably the most high quality tarot decks I actually own. And just the aesthetic of these decks, I just fell in love with the artwork that Corina and Eva created in unison with Kristine. Like it's just a great compatible working relationship, artistic relationship, and I love these cards so much, and I'm so excited to share these with you. So let's get into unboxing the soul cards. We have the soul cards here. We're going to go over the quality of the box. So we have the black here as well as the pink, and you can see that foil printing is really showing up, especially in the black. It is present in the pink, but it's a little bit more subtle. And we have a flower printed here, and this flower is actually on the tarot deck. So you can kind of see the flower printing around the edging of the box, and as well as the pink here. We also have the names of the creators and the website of where to purchase it. So yeah, these quality is incredible. I never felt a tarot deck that was this well made, and it's smooth. It feels like butter, and it's just very, very high quality and gorgeous. So taking off this, here we have the pink deck, which is more of like a fuchsia flower, and then we have the black deck, which has more of peony flower, it looks like. And you can just see like how the contrast here, just very deep color. Like the printing again is just on another level. And then inside the box we have a little symbol and like a little note here. So again, the quality is amazing. I'm not going to go through both of the decks, but I will go through the black deck in full, but I'll show you a little bit of the pink deck so you get an idea. So this is the quality of the card is again very smooth and the same texture as the printing of the box. It's just kind of feels like luxury in your hand. It's like butter. It's just phenomenal quality. And we have the gold printing foil throughout the cards as well with each symbol. So you can kind of see the subtleness of the pink in contrast to the black is a little bit more opaque here. So definitely really cool. But I'm just going to go over the black in full, but this is an idea of the pink. Very subtle, but it's like a blushy pink, but very beautiful at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna put this aside. So let's get into the black deck. So with the black deck, I'm just going to start from the major arcana here. So this is the Fool, and it's really awesome. There's a lot of really cool line work here. Very simple, very clean, but you still kind of get this feeling of what the card is, which is really nice. We have the Magician here, and like that energy is captured throughout the card of each major arcana. High Priestess. You can kind of feel that feminine, intuitive energy showcasing through here. Empress, We have the crown for royalty. And then for the emperor, we have a little bit of a different approach here, but it's still really cool. But you kind of can still feel like what this card is, which is really nice. The Hierophant. And there's like an upside down cross here to, you know, connect with that religious archetype that's played out here with the Hierophant. The Lovers, like that intertwiningness is really beautiful. That connection, almost snake-like in a way. But I just love how the cards, it's just, yeah, it's just gorgeous the way the light shines through. Chariot, and you have the wheel here, you have the wings kind of taking flight. Strength. Hermit, it's kind of like enclosed inside of this lantern. And then the Wheel of Fortune, I think, is more of an obvious illustration here, but it's still gorgeous nonetheless. And the line work is just so immaculate, like how tiny it is and how intricate it is and clear with the printing. And having it be in foil really does have an effect. Justice here, balance of the scales, Libra vibes. The Hangman, which also, it does look like a figure is suspended, which is really cool. Death. There's a skull in this, which is really nice. Temperance. It's like a dreidel in a way. It kind of looks like a spinning dreidel. And it's like as above, so below type of energy if the temperance showing through. The Devil. It does kind of look like a figure here, like a mischievous figure with like the eyes coming through. We have the star. I mean, I'm sorry, we have the tower, which definitely looks like a tower. Next one is the star. There we go. And it's a star, nonetheless. Have the moon here, very moon-like. The sun. I think that foil is like really strong here, so really can see that sun. Judgment, the herald angels sing. And then we have the world. So that's it for the major arcana. Now moving on to the minor. We have here Ace of Pentacles. And I love how the pentacles, instead of like a coin shape, it's a star, which I think is a really unique way of doing pentacles. And I love that. It's still like the star is like encased in a circle to still represent a coin. But I really do like that effect. And, you know, just counting these, you just know what the card is. You don't have to really, you don't really have to try hard to really contemplate, oh, like, what is this one? It's like, okay, this is the Four of Pentacles. There's 4 of these little symbols. So it's really cool. And I love the consistency. It makes it easy to read. It's just, again, the very clean line. Kristine, the creator, she's a Capricorn, so you can definitely feel that vibe. In the consistency of the cards and the structure and the cleanness and organization. So again, like the suit, it's like very consistent. There is like a little bit of like changeability with like the line work here, but for the most part, it's just like stacked pentacles, stacked coins. The 10 here. And then we move on to the court cards. We have the Page. So a little bit more drama added to the knight, of course, a little bit more of a dramatic card. And then we have a crown on top of this pentacle for the queen. And then it's represented again for the king for these court cards. All right, moving on. We have the Ace of Cups. So again, the cup illustration is prominent throughout the suit, making it, again, an easy way to read tarot. Nothing too complicated, because sometimes you get these decks and you're like, okay, I have to think, like, what is this picture trying to tell me? And with these guys, it's just like, you know what, I know what I'm getting. I can count, you know, okay, this is 7 cups, and then you can go from there. I will have to say this deck is a more advanced deck, because I feel that if you are new to tarot, using this deck might be kind of difficult, because sometimes you rely on those traditional illustrations to know what the cards kind of mean, to give you a little bit of a more direct meaning. And with this deck, I will say it is more of an advanced deck, because there's no helping you. It's like you need to know what the cup is. You need to know what the Queen of Cup is. It's not going to really tell you through the illustrations, through the colors, the type of mood and story. So this is definitely, I would say, an advanced deck for sure. But, you know, nonetheless, you can still use it as a beginner, but if you're looking up things, you know, that's totally fine. We're in the wand suit now. But it's just, you know, if you're reading professionally, it might be best. If you're not 100%, you know, clear with the cards, you need some help, I think definitely kind of keeping this as like a personal deck is better use. So yeah, wands, we had that fire element, like it looks like an arrow with a flame at the end of it, which is what, or like, you know, it's usually a stave with flame at the end. But yeah, I think the wand is probably my favorite. It's really cool. And you can just pick up on that fire energy right away. And it's just like stacked in a really cool way. So it's like the more wands you have, you know what number you're getting in the minor arcana suit. Moving on to the court cards. This is really cool how it's like dripping. And still that crown is prominent through the king and the queen. Last suit here, we have the swords, which has a little bit more of a drama aspect to it, which that suit always does. Conflict, the conflict cards. But the suit is done very beautifully. I love this one. This would be like a really cool tattoo. A lot of people have been getting tattoos of the silk cards because it's just line work, and it's very clean and beautiful. This one's really cool, how it has like the kind of like a little river running through. But yeah, these cards are just gorgeous. I love the way this one's stacked. This is super cool. It's kind of like woven, which is really awesome. And then this is kind of like, it could be like a coat of arms type thing, but it's really cool. I love that, the way it's woven. And then we're back to the court cards. This is really cool. It's like a chandelier for the queen. And then we have the king here. So that is it for the deck. All right, thank you so much everyone for unboxing soul cards with me. Definitely purchase this deck. This is one of my favorite decks that I have, and the quality is incredible. I will say it is more of an advanced deck, but it's definitely a deck I totally recommend for you to have in your collection and to use. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. Kristine did an incredible job with the cohesiveness of these cards, and I'm gonna purchase all 3 colors. I'm gonna get the white one soon, and I'm so excited to be an owner of Sew Cards. So thank you so much, and see you next time.